Hi everyone, I'm Karan and welcome to Karan's Gyan. The stock on focus for today is Baba Ramdev's Ruchi Soya and Ruchi Soya's 40,000 crores. The news came out today that Ruchi Soya's market capitalization has closed on to Marico's market capitalization, and investors urged that it is time for Sebi to take note of this incredible price rise and take suitable action against it. So, the key takeaways of the news are, as you know, Ruchi Soya had a lot of debt and was taken to bankruptcy court, where Baba Ramdev offered to pay its debt and chose to take over the company. Since its listing in January, Ruchi Soya has been hitting upper circuit every day, except 6 days, except six trading sessions. The stock has hit upper circuit each day and has risen to about 8,000 crores since its trading resumed in January. It is set to take over the market capitalization of Marico by the end of the week if the upper circuits continue. However, if you compare the value of Marico to the value of Ruchi Soya, if you compare the business of Marico to the business of Ruchi Soya, they are worlds apart. They can't be comparable, and for certain investors, they feel it is kind of a trap for other investors to invest in Ruchi Soya because Ruchi Soya is nowhere close to Marico, and yet its market capitalization is close to Marico. That's why investors want Sebi to take note of this and want Sebi to intervene into this price and come up with policies that don't let other companies hit such a price after their bankruptcy proceedings. So just so that you know what company is Marico, you guys must know Parachute coconut oil. I mean, who hasn't seen Parachute coconut oil? Even FMCG products, fast moving consumer goods like Saffola oil, and consumer healthcare products like hair and care, and FMCG product like Saffola, cholesterol management, oats, and different products like Livon and other products. This is the business of Marico. Marico has a strong solid business in Southeast Asia, from Nepal to India to Bangladesh. It also exports goods to UAE, especially this Parachute coconut oil. This is very famous in the Gulf countries because a lot of Indians still prefer to use this coconut oil. And whereas Ruchi Soya is only in the business of edible oil. So if you see, Marico is worth 40,000 crore. Marico has a market capitalization of 40,000 crore, and so does Ruchi Soya. But isn't something amiss? How can a company that has a business of edible oil match the prowess of a company as big and as as versatile as Marico? So, why is this happening? As you can see, the market capitalization of Marico, it is somewhat stagnant around 40,000 crore, and how the share price of Ruchi Soya has increased. I won't say it has increased; it has exponentially increased, and this was the only time when the upper circuit broke, and it actually was stuck in 6 days of, lower circuit trading sessions, and it has just been rising. Its trading was discontinued around December, and after which it was relisted in January after Baba Ramdev took over the company. So why is this happening? Before this, I would just tell you Ruchi Soya's market capitalization was about 0.23% of Marico's when Marico came up into the market. So why is this happening? The rise is primarily owing to sharp reduction in the free float of the stock. So to those people who don't know what free float are the shares that are available for non-promoters. These are the shares that are available in the market. So because of less number of shares available of Ruchi Soya, the price is increasing. As you guys must have studied in economics, there is a equilibrium of supply and demand. Since the free float had decreased, since the supply had decreased, whereas the demand, because of Baba Ramdev taking over Ruchi Soya, had drastically increased, there was a sharp increase in the price, and hence you can see this price rise. Why had this free float decreased? Well, this free float had decreased because existing shareholders were handed one share for every 100 shares. That means if someone had about 1000 shares of Ruchi Soya, after restructuring process, they would have 10 shares of Ruchi Soya. So technically, when Ruchi Soya trading was discontinued, its share was 3.50 rupees. And when its trading was resumed, technically those people who had shares worth about 350 rupees, their share was valued at 3.5 rupees because 100 share became 1 and the price of share is still the same. And there was some price discovery going on for some time, but that price discovery crossed way over 350 because of like extremely low float. So now you see the free float, the shares available to investors, to people who are non-promoters is 0.97%. That means the rest of the shares are held by promoters, which is about 99%. So what happens after bankruptcy court? The current rules allow high promoter shareholding after a bankruptcy resolution process. However, this the non-promoter holding should be increased to 18 to 10% after 18 months. That means since this was listed in January, by October, the Baba Ramdev would have to decrease his shareholding to 90%, and there should be 10% free float available to investors, to non-promoters. Hence this problem of low free float would kind of be taken care of. And over a 3 period of time, that means in the year of in the year of 2023, during the month January, 25% of Ruchi Soya should be available for non-promoter holdings. That means Baba Ramdev would have to decrease his promoter holding to about 75%. As Patanjali Group would attempt to bring down its stake further, the price would reflect its true value. Sebi needs to take note of this because extremely low float can lead to strange price movements, and it can trap honest investors, honest people who have invested their hard-earned lifelong money into shares that are been increasing. It creates unnecessary greed in the market, and Sebi should take note of this. Sebi should make sure that shares that are coming out of bankruptcy resolution, their free float shouldn't be as low as Ruchi Soya has right now, and thus in turn cause a huge rally that can disturb the market basically. Well, it hasn't disturbed the market. A lot of people have been following Ruchi Soya news. It has been an hype. So it's just something that brings in greed out of the people, and SEBI is responsible to protest to protect the interest of investors and make sure this doesn't happen again. And just for your information, Ruchi Soya isn't alone. The shares of Alok Industry, which is again a famous share going on these days among speculators, Alok Industries also behaved very strangely after the resolution process. So, guys, this is pretty much it about Ruchi Soya and Ruchi Soya's 40,000 crore, and why you should be careful about investing in Ruchi Soya right now, because Ruchi Soya's market capitalization is high, but its free float is low. So, when this free float corrects uh, in about few months, the value of Ruchi Soya might decrease. So investors should be aware of the market risk Ruchi Soya possesses, and invest intelligibly. Invest wisely because it's your money and you are responsible for your money. Alright, guys, this is it. If you like the video, please press the like button. Thank you.